What's up everybody? Welcome. In this tutorial I'm going to talk to you guys about queries. So guys, when we talked about structured query language or SQL, we said structured query language is the language that if you want to write SQLs or etc. or something like this. So you can see SQL is the abbreviation for structured query language. You can see in the SQL name we have word query, and I can say that queries are the most common thing in the SQL. Guys, you have to get used using your queries, because queries is so important for queries are so important for SQL language. And in the MySQL, for creating query in the MySQL, you need to come top and left. You need to click this SQL image here. Let's click. You can see by default my MySQL workbench created new SQL for me. For creating queries, we need to write keywords, and we need to write our, or let's say kind of like of desire. For example, if you want to see all information from just one table, you need to write like this: select star from, let's say, new table. When you write like this, you will basically tell to your workbench that I want to see the table, or I want to see columns and rows from the current table. And I want to tell you guys that we will use three most common SQL keywords. One of them is select, one of them is from, and also we have one where. This select is used for selecting, from using for telling your which table, for example, table 1, table 2, or table 3, and where is used to get your current row or your current column. So guys, let me show you. I will write one basic query for seeing all the information that coming from this new table. Okay, you can see here in the demo schema I have new table, and this is my name. I will say select. Okay, for telling your SQL that I want to see all things from the current table, you need to write star, because in the query, in the structured query language, in the MySQL or in the PostgreSQL, star mean everything. And I said select everything from, and you need to write your table name here. I will say new underscore, sorry guys, new underscore and table. Okay, let's just write our semicolon here. After writing your query, you need to run your query. I mean, you need to tell your workbench that I want to run this query, I want to start using this query. And in this situation, you will need to click here. When you come here, you can see this is execution. And you can see here wrote execute the selected portion of the script or everything. When you click here, you will see this. When you write select star from new table, you will see all the information in your table. Okay, if you write here just like this, you can see, if you click here, you will see this is your table. Okay, and this is your query. I wrote here select star from new table, and this is all information that coming from my table. So I said we will have three most common keywords, and we saw select and from, and I will show you this. Let's talk about where in the next lecture. For now, I want to just write simple query. So guys, you can see here select star, this star means everything, and from this new table. And let me just remove this, let me just close this query. Let me show you. If you click here, that means you want to see your table. If you click here, your workbench, your MySQL workbench, you can see it written in here, your MySQL workbench will create new query for you, and your MySQL workbench will write select star from new table. Okay, and I want to show you that what MySQL does is no different than you do. Let's click here. You can see I saw all my information, but also here my MySQL created new query here. Okay, MySQL created new query, but there's only one difference writing your MySQL and between us. We didn't write here demo.new table, but MySQL wrote. Let's remove this demo dot. Let's click this, run again. There will be no difference because this demo dot means, let's just write dot. Demo dot new table means this demo is the schema. Here we have just one schema. If you work with multiple schemas, maybe in your each schema you have table in the same name. For example, in this demo or in the new another schema, you have new table again and again. And in this situation, when you write like this, just new table, your MySQL will confuse which new table should I show you. But when you write like this demo dot, that means I want to get this new table that in this demo schema. Okay guys, that is why MySQL wrote here demo dot, but you don't need to write this. You can see writing like this. Let's run this query, or writing like this, there will be no difference. Okay, now guys, I want to talk to you about case sensitivity in the SQL. Actually, any SQL language aren't case sensitive. What I mean, for example, if you know any programming language like Python, like Java or C# or etc., you can know that all these programming languages are case sensitive, but SQL isn't case sensitive. For example, you can see this select word is all uppercases. If you write here just like this, select, and if you remove this from keyword, you can see this is also all upper. If you remove this and if you write here from like this, let me show you what will happen if you run this. There will be no difference writing like this from non-uppercases or all uppercases. Let me show you. If I click this, you can see there is no difference. But you can ask me that what is the difference writing all upper or all lower? There is only one difference, guys, and that is, for example, if you write here select, okay, and if you write here this from with like this, you can see this is distinguishably different than this new table, because your keywords must contain uppercases and your other things can contain lower cases. Okay, this isn't rule, this isn't completely order for this SQL, but it is good to write with upper, all with upper. And in this video series, we will use all of our keywords with upper. Okay, like I said, SQL isn't the case sensitive language, but it is good to write your keyword upper. Okay guys, so I think we're almost done here. I think there is nothing that I didn't show you, that I didn't tell you. In the next lecture, I'm going to show you guys writing much complex queries, and we will use in the next lecture keyword where. So guys, let's finish our lesson here. Let's see you in the next video.